and my boy Rick were in Little Venice, under the bridge. I consider myself a fighter, but this life you cannot survive alone. But alone on the street, you're consumed by it very, very quickly.
It's day 5 now. For me, there's light at the end of the tunnel. I get to go back to my normal life. Yeah, there's moments before I left my house. Thought process was pretty simple. It was all about survival, food, shelter. I think reality first started to set in when I made my way over to the Chelsea fire station, and I took my rucksack off, laid the bag down, and actually got into it. The silence hits, you become aware of everything around you. The first person we spoke to was Stefan. We shared a common interest in boxing. But after a while, you realise that becomes secondary to the real problems that this person has and the real struggles they face daily.
Lucrez stabil și normal, ca să îmi pot întreține familia.
Așa. He said he came to this country and he's suffering what he's suffering to help his family, to help his family, and for him is an everyday basis is the challenge to survive.
That was really difficult for me to hear. I know what that's like, but I've always had the support network around me. This guy's got nothing. I was first introduced to Rick a few weeks back through Stefan, more as an interpreter, and bizarrely, Rick became everyone's interpreter. And you slowly realise that there are so many people out there with multiple skills that are so hard to find, but yet go unnoticed. That first night on the street is one that I'll never ever forget. I mean, that cold bit through every part of my body. It destroyed my mind, it destroyed my spirit, and it just set the pace for the rest of the week, really. The start of the next day was really difficult. Waking up hungry is one of the worst feelings you can ever have. The first few nights I was getting lucky and waking up with food around me. The last day, I fasted for pretty much 24 hours. It dawned on me that you can't survive on the street alone. You try that, you lose. And you subconsciously look for somebody to bounce off, somebody to kill time with. And I found that with Rick. As the days go on, your brain just slowly deteriorates and you start functioning on less and less abilities. Heading over to Liverpool Street, I thought, go back to where I know, familiar ground for 12 years of my life. I'll be well looked after there, only to find that I'm going to get kicked out by a police officer. The police officer even informed me if I continue to beg, I'm going to get a fine, I'm going to get arrested and potentially end up in court. Can't stress enough the point that most people I've come in contact with who are sleeping rough on the streets are just like you and me. They're willing, they're able, but have no opportunity to get themselves off the street. More needs to be done to change this.